Hey everybody, how are you doing today? I hope everybody's doing all right and enjoying their day. Back in 2021, I started on a journey to lose some weight and everything, and I first joined this gym, and it was going well. I enjoyed the atmosphere, and enjoyed the people around that were, if you had any questions or whatever, they was happy to answer, and it was overall a good experience there. And this was right about the time my dad had colon cancer, and it was getting to the point that between work and making sure he got to his appointments and was able to afford it, that I was getting to the point I wasn't able to afford a gym and was going to have to make a decision on to cut it out and wait at a later time to keep going there to exercise. And about December, a new gym opened up that was $20 cheaper than where I was going at. So I was like, all right, I'll give it a try and see what it's like, see if I'll still be able to afford it, along with helping my dad out. So I started going there to work out, and they had this one machine that you could sit in, that you put your arm on this bar and lean forward, and it's supposed to work your abs out. Now, when I first started trying to sit in it, it was a little tough for me to sit in because I was at that time 150 pounds heavier than I am now. I even tried to adjust the seat and that didn't help none, and that should have told me that I should wait till I'm a little bit smaller so it wouldn't be so bad to get in there. Well, one time I tried to sit into it, and I heard some pops in my knee and felt some pain shoot up, and I had sprung my ACL trying to get in there, and it didn't need surgery. And, they offered it, or they told me to get a knee brace and just rest as much as I can, and let it heal up. And me being the stubborn-headed guy that I am, I was like, well, this knee brace should help, so I'll just keep on going. And instead of waiting it for it to heal up, I kept on going, kept on working out, and and then I found an easier way to set in and everything, and to set in that seat to do the exercise. Well, one day I went to go sit in there, and this was toward the end of December, and my foot got caught. Well, they had carpet for the floors throughout it, and I went to go sit down, and my foot didn't slide exactly like I thought it was going to, or like it usually did. And I heard a bunch of loud snaps and pain shoot instantly right up my leg. And when I tried to walk, my kneecap kept going to the right. I was like, all right, this isn't how this is supposed to be doing. That's not normal. And with the help of another guy, I limped over to a seat and sat there, and I called an ambulance to come pick me up. And I called my dad and said, hey, see if you can get a ride up here to get the car and follow me to the ambulance, or follow me to the hospital. And needless to say, he got his friend to bring him up there, and they helped me into the ambulance, and got all the way down there. When they done the x-ray, it comes to find out I had stretched my ACL and MCL to the point it almost snapped it in half. A grade 1 meniscus tear, and my knee had been pulled up and pushed out. And they said, luckily, I wouldn't need surgery. And they prescribed me some medication to help with the pain, and gave me some crutches to use. And I got a high-end knee brace to help hold it in place until it healed. But during the healing process, it took good almost 6 months to where I could start putting pressure on it to walk, and with the help of one crutch instead of two. But during that 6 months and not being able to live a normal life and do the things I do and work normally, it sent me into a deep depression, and I started getting unhealthy, even eating. At this point, I wasn't hardly eating, and I was at the point I was ready to give up, and I was watching a church service online because it was rough for me being at that size to walk with crutches, and so I was watching at the church I was going to at the time. You can watch it on Facebook Live, and I was watching, and the preacher got to preaching on, even going through hard times, don't give up. God's got something bigger planned for you. So I kept going, and I was like, all right, I can make it through this. God will make a way for everything to get better. And slowly but surely got to the point I was able to start walking normally. Still had to wear a knee brace for a while, and did some rehab on the leg, and got to the point I didn't even have to wear a knee brace anymore. I do have arthritis from it and everything, but it taught me a valuable lesson to be patient, that everything will work out in the end, no matter how bad it gets. And fast forward to a couple of months ago, there's a guy I go to church at. There's a different one than I was going to back then, but that's a different story on why I left. But he ended up getting hurt his knee, working out doing the farming and everything, and he had gotten to the same position I was. He was a big fella like me, and he started getting to a deep depression and wanting to give up, and I was able to help him through my experience with it. I was able to sit down and talk with him and, help him stay in good spirits. And yesterday was the first time they'd been to church in a while, and it was just glad to see him be on back on his feet in good spirits again. With all that being said, even if you're going through a bad time, there may be a reason for it that you never know. You may experience somebody on down the line that may be going through the same thing, who's a little down and out, that you may be able to help them through it. Well, anyway, I hope everybody has a good day, and I will see y'all in the next video.